Yaanea, welcome with me on this Sunday afternoon.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations for a fantastic response for chhorii so far. I'm sure that it must have been a pleasant surprise, the overwhelming response, the way it is coming across.
Yes, it's definitely. I'm overwhelmed with the response, and people are sending such good messages. And it's like, I never expected this. It feels great.
The sign of any good actress is when they start talking with their eyes. And I think that is something that everyone is talking about, your performance, that your eyes have done the talking in chhorii. How much of a validation is it for you for all the hard work that you have been putting in for so many years now? I believe every day you had to do 3 hours of prosthetics. That must have been one hell of a task. So, and what it tells about an actor when he or she is willing to put up so much effort in his or her work that the actor is hungry. So how hungry are you as an actor?
I am very hungry as an actor. In fact, acting is my passion. And you know what? I never wanted to become an actor. I wanted to become an astronaut. I wanted to become a mountaineer. Acting was never in my mind. So acting happened to me after watching world cinema, after watching performances like the performance of Sybil in Head On, Laika in Victoria, that one take film, and so many performances. Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, and all those like remarkable performances. So like I'm very hungry as an actor because my schooling is different, So I've seen their work and I want to do that kind of work where, there are a lot of layers and you get to play a lot, where you feel the change in your physical, mental state. And I think, yeah.
So you said about world cinema. We are living in very interesting times because of OTT. This entire definition of stardom has completely changed. Now, real people who are coming from nowhere, they're becoming stars and they're becoming huge stars, and people are lapping them up. People are really liking it. Do you find it a very fascinating phase as an actor to be in? You've seen that with Made in Heaven in the past.
Yes, definitely. In fact, OTT, I really love Amazon and Netflix. In fact, before that, what I used to do is I had a hard disk and I used to ask all my friends, like directors and producers, to give me films. So they used to give me, I used to have 500 films in my hard disk at a time. I used to just binge watch all the films, all from like different countries, different genres, you name it, like Spanish, Italian, Turkish, German, French, world cinema. But now that OTT has come up, now the best thing is people can compare, right? I mean, they can compare, they can see that what is happening outside, and then now the things have totally changed, and OTT is the best because they are providing chance to new actors like me and like all of us, like the others are working, because otherwise I don't think कि मुझे अभी तक काम भी मिलता. अभी तक मैं थिएटर ही कर रही होती और मुझे कोई काम नहीं मिलता, honestly speaking, क्योंकि I got my first thing via maybe I did my first job with Amazon Prime Video, second with Amazon Prime Video, and I would love to work with them again. But अगर OTT नहीं आ रहा तो मुझे तो काम नहीं मिलता. That is like 100% sure.
But you've done an ad with Hrithik Roshan, so काम तो आपको मिल रहा है.
Yes. I mean, yeah, ads are not like that, Ads are like ek din shoot ho gaya, you're done. But like that work which you did, I've done theater also, but like that proper role, and I'm yet to do that proper role.
I think that's the crucial part, that as you said, that you're just yet to do the crucial that proper role. But the beginning is there, the start is there. So why I said about Hrithik Roshan was that when I was doing research about you, and that ad popped up, and I saw it. So it may be one day of work, but when you work with someone as big as Hrithik Roshan, and when you're seen in the same frame or maybe same ad as Hrithik Roshan, it's a huge endorsement coming from one of the finest stars that we have.
Yes, definitely. He's damn good looking. His eyes are like we both have same color eyes, hazel green. So he's so good looking. I wasn't even looking at my nunchucks. I did nunchucks in that ad. Actually, the director selected me because of nunchucks. So I wasn't even looking at the director. I was like, wow, he's so good looking. In real, he's more good looking.
So what sort of conversation did you have with Hrithik?
Nothing. I was so nervous. I was just looking at him. I was like looking at him and wondering how can anyone be so, like, you know, in my school days, there was one Didi when I was in like first or second grade, not even before that time, you know, Kal Ho Na Ho, no, Hrithik's first film. Yeah.
Kaho Na Pyare.
Kaho Na Pyar had just released, and she used to carry his picture. And you know, she was in 12th grade, and I used to always wonder, why is this Didi, why she carries his picture all the time, and all the time she was like, my Hrithik, mera Hrithik. And you know, I was just a kid, like in first grade. Now I realize why she used to carry his picture.
And you know, I agree with the part that he's even more good looking in real life.
Yeah.
And so much more simpler that it baffles you that someone who has this massive fan following can be this simple. All right, and now you, as you mentioned, that you were taken in that ad because of your Nan Chackkoo. Now, Nan Chackkoo and Sword fighting is something that you are very passionate about. Tell us why are you passionate about it, and how does it make a difference in your life?
So, like, you know, when I, D100 is my favorite series, and there's this character of Bellamy's sister. So, God, I'm so bad with names. Witcher is also my favorite series, and Vikings is also my favorite series. So, Vikings inspired me to learn sword fight. I always wanted to learn sword fight because, you know, so in the lockdown, the first lockdown, like my grandfather's sword was there at my house in Himachal. So I decided to learn sword fight. I've actually learned sword fight and nunchucks by watching YouTube videos. And, you know, I used to, you know, just go to different mountains with my sword and nunchucks. Used to make me feel like a warrior. And, you know, it's my dream to do a role of a warrior, like Vikings, like Ragnar in Vikings, not like anyone else in Vikings. So yeah, so whenever, you know, I do sword fight or I do nunchucks, it makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel confident, and it makes me feel that you know, there is something, you know, this is so stupid to say, but I believe in alternate realities, parallel universes, and wormholes, and everything that is mysterious. So it makes me feel as if, you know, there is something on the other side. And you know, when I learn sword fight, maybe, you know, I'll get to know what is there in my destiny in reality. So like, I feel powerful when I hold my sword, nunchucks, and I carry it all the time with me. I feel like, you know, God, I'm so, like, I'm a warrior. I feel like I'm actually a reincarnation of a warrior. Like, you know, selected by the universe, the consciousness, to save the entire planet. You know, one day I'll come to know, I'll have a dream that, you know, Yaanea, you go to this place, a wormhole will open, and your new journey will start, where, you know, these monks will train you. That kind of thing. They're so funny, but I actually believe in all these things.
That's absolutely fine. All right, tell us something about your life in Himachal Pradesh, and how has the wonderful environment and the nature, how has it impacted your personal growth and your professional growth as well?
So like, whenever I go to Himachal, in fact, tonight only I'm going back to Himachal for a couple of days, and I'm very happy about it. So whenever I go to Himachal, I'm a different person altogether. So in Bombay, when I come to Bombay, it's more about work, you know, finding work, meetings, giving auditions. But when I go to Himachal, it's more about going within. So I go to those mountains, you know, mountains के ऊपर मैं जाती हूँ. I do solo trekking, and मुझे कोई डर नहीं लगता. I carry my sword with me, and I carry my nunchucks with me. ऊपर जाकर के, so there are these caves, पहाड़ के ऊपर, mountain top में, you know, पत्थर के नीचे there are these caves. उन caves में मैं रहती हूँ, and I just meditate, and I feel as if, you know, it's so hard to explain. कभी-कभी when you come to cities, you feel as if आप drain हो रहे हो, right? So mountain, actually Himachal ना अंदर से मुझे भर देता है. Like when I go to Himachal, I feel like, you know, those energies are actually अंदर से मुझे, they're filling me. And you know, वहां जाकर के I feel happy from within. You know, that happiness is just, and because of no reason, वहां जाके मैं कोई काम नहीं करती हूँ, कुछ नहीं करती हूँ, and I just feel happy. I just feel more connected to nature. I just feel more connected to the universe, the consciousness, and और मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा, you know, शांत टाइप की बन जाती हूँ वहां जाके. I feel like, you know, you know, so there is this रॉक जो मेरा फेवरेट रॉक है, मैं उसके टॉप में बैठती हूँ और कोई नहीं होता दूर दूर तक, and I just sit and meditate and I feel as if the universe is talking to me, the consciousness and all those things. So I feel amazing when I'm in Himachal. Like, yeah, I feel
All
so
right, so
settled.
sure. So you're from Palampur, and Captain Vikram Batra was from Palampur as well.
Yes.
Now Palampur has got another hero, and that is Yaanea Bharadwaj. How important is it for you, for your hometown, to feel proud of you and talk about you?
To be?
For your hometown to feel proud of you and to talk about you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether it's important for them or not, because people over there are very simple, and they are definitely proud of me. They are definitely, looking forward to my work, because actually, you know what? I'm being honest. I did a small role in Made in Heaven, and in chhorii also my screen space was less. So for them, like people living over there, it's like, "Tum bada role kab karogi? We want to see you." So until unless I don't do that, I'm just like, I don't matter, maybe. Also, like, yeah, so actually they all are waiting कि ये कब कुछ ऐसा करेगी जिसको हम properly इसको देख पाए. So the mentality over there is like this. They don't know the struggle that goes, कि कितने ज़्यादा audition देने पड़े होंगे मुझे, even for chhorii and for Made in Heaven. But for them, it's about doing that proper role. Yeah. So
Right.
as if now
Okay.
they are not really proud of me. Maybe in future they will be.
All right. Now we are from an industry which is extremely talked about. It's an extremely tough industry. There are lots of pressures. There is this pressure of fear of missing out in a way, in a lot of these lot of youngsters, especially because other people they are doing certain things that maybe they are not doing it. You mentioned that you meditate, you go in the mountains and you meditate, and that centers you in a way as well. How important is it for you to stay grounded, to stay sorted, and to understand that bigger opportunities happen when they're meant to happen, but the important part is to stay sane and happy in the present times and work hard, but not lose the perspective that one has to live life instead of just running after specific goals.
Yes. So what I believe in, that it is very, very, very important to stay positive, to stay prepared, to stay happy, because you know what? Most of the time, even I get depressed, all of us, everyone, but it's very important to come back and again stay positive. So it's very important, why? Because when there is no work around, it fucks up with your brain. And then, you start going in that depression ka zone, and then you start taking wrong steps. What if so this industry is so unpredictable. What if kal aapko kaam aa jaye? So you have to prepare and ready every day, so that kal aapko kaam aaye. So you should be prepared for that. Then you shouldn't be like, oh my god, you know what, I wish I should have stayed positive, and then mujhe ab kal kaam aa gaya, ab main kaise karunga usko, I'm not even prepared. So it's very important to constantly prepare yourself, because nobody knows what's going to happen next, especially in this industry. You may get work tomorrow, you may get work after 1 year, you may get work after 2 years, or you may get a short film and you may get noticed after that. So it's very important to take short breaks also. In fact, you can go wherever you want to, like to beaches, like mountains. I'm a mountain person, so I prefer going to mountains. So you have to take short breaks, and also to realize that acting is not life. It is a part of your life. It's not your entire life. One day, sir, all of us are going to die, right? So इतना मत चीजों के पीछे भागो कि आप खुद डिप्रेशन में आ जाओ, because of which आपकी फैमिली इफेक्ट होना शुरू हो जाए, because your family is the only one who takes care about you, right? So one day we all are going to die, right? So it's okay. जो होता है करो, जो नहीं होता है मत करो. Chill, cool, relax, because we all are humans, and I look at things from a bigger perspective. Earth is this much, and there's this huge galaxy, and then different galaxies. We anyways don't matter. We humans, like, I mean, that is what. I look at things like this, you know. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you mentioned that about the role of theater as far as you being an actor is concerned. How does theater just charges you up? How does it motivates you to pursue your craft and to learn new things?
Sir, it is very important. Theater opens you up. Like, you know, theater earlier I used to be so shy, and then I did theater. Theater, we did exercise, like, you know, animal exercise. We used to become like different animals, and, you know, in front of everyone. Kabhi ye animal ban rahe, kabhi wo animal ban rahe. And then we used to, you know, theater opens you up. And this is what is required in acting, you know. You don't need to feel shy. Even if you have to act in front of 1,000 people, you should never say, Meri eyeline, you know, I've seen a lot of people saying, Meri eyeline say hat ja. It doesn't matter at all. Like when you do theater, these things don't matter. Ki apni eyeline mein kaun hai? Because, you know, then you have your different world. You know, you are there. आपका एक दुनिया है, उसके आगे आपके 1,000 लोग खड़े हैं, 2,000, it doesn't really matter. So theater does that for you. It opens you up. It makes you eligible enough to act in front of as many people as possible. And you know, when you do theater, you become more confident about your craft, and then you learn different ways of doing different things also. Like workshops also does the same thing. I mean, एक चीज को करने के लिए there are so many methods. There are Meisner method. There are so many techniques, right? So you make your own technique. Via doing theater only, you learn these things, and workshops, acting workshops. So it really opens you up. It makes you more confident, and you feel as if, you know, you're doing something related to acting. So you're not just sitting free and getting depressed.
Okay, so tell me, what are the sort of filmmakers that you want to work with? What are the sort of roles, if you can give references, that you feel that you can pull it off, and why is it important for you to be ambitious?
The filmmakers I want to work with, there's a huge list. I really want to work. So I'm working with one of my favorite filmmaker, Rahi Anil Barve. And finally, like, you know, I'm doing 2 projects with him, and I'm so happy. I always wanted to work with him. And I want to work with Shriram Raghavan. I want to work with Shujit Sikar, Ashwini Iyer Tiwari, Nitesh Tiwari, Zoya ma'am. There are so many. And I really want to work with these filmmakers. And I want to work with international filmmakers as well. Fateh Akin is my favorite. And, you know, and my roles, like, it is my dream to do a role of a warrior, like proper warrior, like not that kind of warrior who's just like sword pakriya role nahi hai, like proper warrior, like sword fight and yeah. And it is my dream to do a role of an astronaut, warrior, mountaineer, and, you know, a role that has a lot of layers, that is crazy, and a role that is so unpredictable. People should not be able to guess कि लड़की आगे क्या करेगी. Like in one film, I should have so many shades that people should get confused that, is this girl really, like, you know, if you see PTA films, Paul Thomas Anderson films, you'll see that unke characters now, even if they are negative, वो entire film में you will not be able to find out कि ये character negative है. एक shot आएगा जिसमें eyes का कुछ हल्का सा expression आएगा, and you will come to know that this is actually a negative character. So those kind of roles that are very, very unpredictable, and something that Sybil didn't head on. I mean, that role is like my dream role. It was like superb. So many layers were there.
I think that's a very interesting sort of way of looking at. That's a yeah. I'm saying that's a very interesting way of looking. That's a very interesting way of looking at content. I think that I must say that you have all your homework in place. I think it's a matter of taking off now, and I think you will. So lovely talking to you, Yaanea, and congratulations for chhorii. Rahi is a wonderful director. And he's made one of the finest films in recent times in Tumbar. So all the best for your projects with Rahi, and I'm sure that you shall be getting very good projects very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you too. Thank you.